A lot of people have been asking about how they can take really, really cool long exposure night trail photos with their smartphone. And in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how you can do long exposure photography with basically your smartphone and a couple other things. Hey, my name is Mitchell. If you're new to my channel, I make videos about the tech I use. Today is gonna be a little tutorial. It's loud, we're here in Kuala Lumpur. I wanted to go out and do some night photography. Thought I would film a tutorial for you guys. Before we go into that, I wanna say thanks to everyone that uses my affiliate links. Without you guys, can't keep this going. Also, go ahead and check out my website. I'm gonna have a written article tutorial with all the steps on what you need to do, as well as the products that I use in the description down below. If you want to talk more about this, join the Telegram group. As always, hit subscribe. Let's just hop into this tutorial. Okay, before we actually hop into the tutorial and the steps, I want to teach you guys and explain to you guys what we're doing. So in photography, there is three things, and we call that the exposure triangle. There's the sensitivity of the sensor or whatever you're exposing it on. There is the aperture, or the size of the hole that the light is passing through, and then there's the shutter speed, or the length of time that light is being exposed to that. Now for long exposure photography, what we're doing is we are keeping that opening open for a longer period of time so we can get those cool streaky lights that you see in photography all the time. Most smartphones can do this if they have a pro mode, or if you can have some type of exposure control or exposure manipulation. It is worth knowing that this works better at night, although you can definitely do this during the daytime with some additions. Now that I've explained how this works exactly, I want to talk really quick about the gear that you'll need. Now this is the gear that I'm using. This isn't necessary for everybody, but you will need a way to keep your cell phone still, and you will need a way to hold the cell phone. In this case, these are both nicer versions that I've bought a while ago, and they've lasted me for a long period of time. I'm gonna link these as well as some cheaper, more budget options in the description down below on both AliExpress, Amazon, and all my other affiliates, so that you guys can either buy this or buy a cheaper, more affordable version of it. Okay, now as I said, a big part of this is keeping your camera still. So in this case, we're gonna go ahead and affix, or we're gonna place this onto this railing so that we can get a really cool image of this intersection. So as you can see with this specific tripod that we're using, we can go ahead and actually anchor it to this railing. This is our phone holder that we have. Now today we're going to be using the K20 Pro. We're going to use first the stock application and then the GCam application that was given to me by Sanity. And I'll go ahead and I will also be doing a screen recording of this for you guys so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. We're gonna make this as easy as we can. The first thing that we're gonna wanna do is go into Pro mode. Now, most devices will have a Pro mode. On Xiaomi's, it just so happens to be pretty easy to find. Now, as I said before, we have three things that we can manipulate: the size of the hole, the length of the time, and the sensitivity. Now at night, we want the sensitivity as low as possible, and that would be in the form of ISO. So we're gonna turn our ISO, in this case, down to 100. Now we can't actually change the size of the hole that light is moving through for a cell phone, so we're gonna be stuck at that aperture. So the only thing that we can manipulate in this instance is our shutter speed. Now in this case, there's a fair amount of light that's coming in from this intersection. This is a very, very fast lens on the Redmi K20 Pro. So we're looking at ISO 100 at half a second, which I would like it to go longer, but this is really what we have to work with right now. Now a little trick for people on Xiaomi phones is if you hit either the volume buttons, it's going to start a countdown timer. And this is important because you don't want to be moving the phone when it's taking the picture. So as you guys can see, and what's important with this is that we're having fun, right? And that we're using different things. Now in a situation like this, as you guys can see from the recording, we have a fair amount of movement in this intersection. So any lights or anything like that that's gonna move through is going to look blurry, which is what we want. It's how we get those really cool star effects. Now the longer the exposure we have, the blurrier the light's going to be. So next I'm gonna show you guys in the GCam port that was just given to me like 20 minutes ago, what that looks like, because GCam is something that is available for a lot of other devices. In this case, because we are limited to like a 1 second increment, the image is going to come out to be really, really bright and overexposed. Depending upon the amount of light you have in your environment, that's gonna all change. But now that you know the basics, you can have fun with this and you can do this yourself. So, till next time, make sure that you hit subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this. If you want to support the channel and more videos like this, make sure that you go ahead and use my affiliate links, because that really does help me out on YouTube. And until next time, guys, it's been Mitchell coming to you from Kuala Lumpur. See you soon.